Hello everyone, and welcome back, and thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you all have had a wonderful day and a wonderful night, and continue to have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. And this learning and working on striving to the most best and wonderful versions of themselves, and know that Hashem loves you. That we just gotta ask Him for help. So we're doing Weinberg's 48 Ways. And so he talks about saying how people who, so if you ask someone, what does a humble person look like? They're like, oh, someone that's stooped over, someone that's meek. But to us, that's not really true. Moshe Rabbeinu was called the humblest of all men, of all mankind. And he stood up to Paro. He killed an Egyptian that was hurting a Jew. Like, doesn't really sound like the right type of humility. I guess we have a faulty sense of what humility is. Humility is I am a speck of nothing. I am a speck of dust compared to Hashem, and all that matters is doing His will and doing whatever it takes. That if I know that people are going against it and it takes me being confrontational, I will be confrontational. Humility is the opposite of weakness, and we get out of ourselves by embracing the greater good, and it actually fulfills our constant need for meaning. And that we don't live to work, we work in order to live. And some people, Baruch Hashem, are gracious that their work is meaningful. But some people who just go for success, they get to middle age, older age, and they said, what am I living for? Like, what is it all worth it? And they found out they start regretting. But a way to try to figure out what are you living for is, what are you willing to die for? What is something that you care about so much and you believe in so much that you're willing to die for? And that knowing that gives clarity about what you should be living for. And that it'd be the greatest pleasure ever to live for something that you're willing to die for. And so, and an idea that he says as well is, imagine, we sometimes aren't the best people at giving ourselves advice and figuring out what to do. But we're fantastic when it comes to giving other people advice. So imagine you're giving your friend advice about the struggle that you're going through. You'll be surprised at what comes out of your mouth. And then we also, the other way around, we have to be willing to be critiqued and willing to say, this person's way is better than mine, and follow it. And that he brings in as well that the search for Torah, the search requires in a unadulterated search, that it requires you searching for truth no matter what. Is that humility fuels our desire to live. It fuels our wanting to move forward. It fuels our wanting to create something. And so when we have this humility and we say, I'm doing what Hashem wants me to do, and that's it, then life is peaceful, life is serene, life is great. It doesn't matter what happens, you just do what Hashem wants you to do. And it fuels your desire to live because there's so much more you can do. Humility, according to the Orchos Tzadikim, I'm going a little bit out of source for this. Orchos Tzadikim talks about how ego, gava, is, oh, look at what I've done and praise me. But humility, anava, he says, is look at what I've done. Look at how much more so I can do. It's that frame of mind and that switch. And so a practical takeaway from this is, imagine you're giving a friend advice based on your struggle. Write down what you would say to that friend, and that'd be what you say to yourself, but without your own personal internal biases against you. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful night.